Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in Jew. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button. I could certainly do with it, and the like button. And please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. You won't regret it. Wow, this is amazing. Jamie Foxx will return to the Spider-Man sequel starring Tom Holland as Electro. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. It's literally just been broken by the Hollywood Reporter. And it's not just the DCEU going down this multiverse strategy. So there's loads of questions to be answered about this. Is this the same Electro as in Amazing Spider-Man 2? It must be. It must be. Now, when I first heard this a few minutes ago, I thought, well, it makes sense. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, will open the doors to the the Marvel multiverse. But I was just checking the release dates, and it seems that the Multiverse of Madness comes after Spider-Man 3. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. It's just nuts. It really is. This is unbelievable. What's staggering to me is that DC are going down this multiverse rabbit hole, and it seems that the MCU are as well. This could be a much bigger movie than we think it is. Obviously, a Spider-Man movie is big enough as it is. The second film was left in quite the cliffhanger with Peter Parker's identity revealed, right? So what could happen is we could see other versions of Spider-Man. We could see Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man in this movie if they're opening up the multiverse. And it is kind of interesting that both sides are doing this. I don't think we're too far away from a DCEU MCU crossover. I've believed this for such a long time. But this, look, I'll tell you the truth. About a couple of weeks ago, someone came to me with this, and I said, please, you're a BS specialist. There's no way this is going to happen, and I apologize to that source because it's insane. It really is. It is exciting. I did like the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, and just like Maguire's Spider-Man, who deserved the Spider-Man 4, even though it was probably in quality, it was probably my least favourite movie. I still think it didn't do anything so bad that Raimi couldn't come back for more. And it is interesting that Raimi is involved in directing the Multiverse of Madness. That says a lot. So it's happening. Jamie Foxx will reprise his role as Electro, and I want to know what you think about this. But I think this is absolutely insane, and it just goes to show what other characters could return from the whole Marvel live-action universe. And I'm not just talking about the MCU. It's pretty clear now that they can pluck anyone they want. They own the rights to the X-Men. They can pluck any of these actors who came from Bryan Singer's X-Men as well. Look, I think it's exciting. I'm more a DC man than a Marvel man, but I watch all the MCU movies and I have them in my collection, and I'm really excited for this. Jamie Foxx is an Academy Award winner. It's a great opportunity for him. A lot of people think the character wasn't written very well. Personally, I think they gave him a neat little arc, and I don't think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a bad film. It didn't make as much money as Sony wanted it to, but it's clear to me, just like with the DCEU multiverse strategy, that Feige is doing exactly the same thing. That anything live action we've ever seen in Marvel movies or TV is part of this canon thing now. That's really, really exciting. It's a clever way to deal with this because I think we've had, 21 MCU movies now, and you need a fresh way to do it. And I think where DC are doing it to fix things and align things and attract a more mainstream audience to their movies, this is something that Feige's doing because it can be fun, it can be interesting, and crossovers are the key. And there's nothing better than crossing over kind of Marvel characters and actors that haven't been part of the MCU. So I think people are excited. excited. Some people are saying, why can't we have Garfield instead of Fox? I think we could have a kind of situation where maybe we're going to get kind of all these different Spider-Men, like we're getting these different Batmen in the Flashpoint movie over on DC. I think, as I say, that this could be a bigger movie than anyone ever imagined. And DC and Marvel are opening up the multiverse. And if you're opening up the multiverse for these franchises, why can't you open it up so the MCU and the DCEU can cross over? I believe that will happen in the next 5 years. But what do you think? Comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And please let me know what you think of this surprising, shocking, breaking news.